alayhi wa sallam, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Marhaba ya Mustafa, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
Hello and good evening. I am Kali Saik Mukherjee and you're watching Headlines Now. The entire country celebrates the joyous occasion of Eid ul-Fitr as the smell of biryani wafts in the air. Eid Mubarak to all you viewers from us here at NDTV Hindu. Thank you for joining us for your evening update of all that is happening around the country. First a look at the headlines. Tamil Nadu political heads blast the centre on being inactive on the fishermen's issue, demand permanent solution. Kudankulam activists refuse to lay low, demand fresh dialogue with the Tamil Nadu government. Centre slams Google and Facebook, alleges them of non-cooperation on banning inflammatory content. Steel Minister Beni Verma lands himself and his party into trouble, claims inflation is good for farmers. Government dragged to Supreme Court by an NGO asked to stop splurging on self-promotion. And bronze medalist Saina gets a pat on the back from the little maestro, a brand new BMW sedan. Chief Minister Jayalalitha has slammed the centre on the issue of trouble between Tamil Nadu fishermen and Sri Lankan Navy. Jayalalitha said that the centre was being soft in handling the issue and asked it to ensure that the island nation's navy strictly refrains from harassing fishermen. Seeking Delhi's intervention on the alleged attacks, Jayalalitha said that the Sri Lankan Navy is making a mockery of the diplomatic process. Jayalalitha's remarks come in the wake of yesterday's incident where Sri Lankan Navy had allegedly snatched the catch from Tamil Nadu fishermen's net at gunpoint. DMK chief M. Karunanidhi also raised his voice against the alleged attacks on the fishermen. He slammed the recurring attacks on fishermen and demanded the centre to seek a permanent solution to the problem. Referring to the latest incident, DMK chief said he strongly condemns the Sri Lankan Navy's actions.
மத்திய மாநில அரசுகளுமே இந்த பிரச்சனையில் சரியான அக்கறை செலுத்தவில்லை என்பதுதான் என்னுடைய
The attacks have come down. I mean, it did come down a few years ago, but then again it seems to have started. So we have to look at a permanent solution, and the central government has to negotiate and talk to the Sri Lankan government also and make sure that this stops.
The agitation against the Kudankulam nuclear power plant has completed one full year, but the people's movement against nuclear energy are not ready to give up their arms. They have sought to initiate a fresh dialogue with the Tamil Nadu government on the issue. In a letter to Chief Minister Jayalalitha, PM-ANE conveners SP Uday Kumar and M. Pushparayan have appealed to her to turn the project into a pro-people and nature-friendly project. The Anti-Nuclear Struggle Committee also urged the Chief Minister to rectify the transmission and distribution issues. India today asked Pakistan to crack down on its elements who were using social networking sites to instigate communal feelings and spread fear among the Northeast community in India. Pakistan government replied, seeking concrete evidence that morphed online photos and hate messages responsible for causing panic had indeed originated from Pakistan. Interior Minister Rahman Malik has apparently promised India's Home Minister Sushil Kumar Shinde that an investigation would be initiated if the proof is provided.
हम लोगों ने a number of sites we have blocked, and we also identified a number of sites which were uploaded from Pakistan. So we had said, my minister had said, he told Mr. Rahman Malik that he will share it with them. So we will share it with them.
Sir, what sort of IP addresses have links to which Pakistani cities?
There are large numbers of IP addresses.
Any proof to suggest that ISI or any terror organization was involved in this?
Now, how do you come to such a conclusion? You can come to a conclusion that this was uploaded at some place. And then further investigations are required to get the detailed IP addresses. Then you don't know who is behind those IP addresses. So to say or to deny whether a particular organization was or was not linked with that is difficult. But some photographs have the names of one or two organizations.
The centre today blamed Google and Facebook of not cooperating with the government in removing the objectionable content, inciting violence targeting the Northeasterns. Government sources have said that these websites are citing international laws and not extending adequate cooperation. Meanwhile, the government has blocked 89 news sites, taking the total of restricted sites to 245. Shiv Sena chief Bal Thackeray has lashed out at the government for the way it handled the Azad Maidan violence in Mumbai. He said that the Mumbai police have been demoralized due to Commissioner Arup Patnaik. The Shiv Sena chief said that the government and police desisted from taking action against rioters as they felt religious sentiments would be hurt during Eid. He further added that the police commissioner Patnaik is holding a pistol in the hand on which he had worn bangles, and that the government that backs him is an enemy of the society and the country. 2 more bodies have been recovered today from the tracks near Belakoba station in Assam, taking the death toll to 4. The act of violence in the Guwahati-bound train yesterday had resulted in 13 people being thrown out of a running train. Railway authorities are yet not sure of the cause of the fight inside the train. Some unknown persons had reportedly attacked and looted these passengers before throwing them out of the train. And tension prevailed in some parts of Tamil Nadu following rumours that women complained of irritation and allergic infection after applying mehendi. As the rumours spread thick and fast, a couple of shops selling mehendi powder and paste in form of cones were ransacked, forcing the shopkeepers to down their shutters. Though no such incident was reported in Chennai, City Police Commissioner J.K. Tripathi warned of strict action against the antisocial elements spreading baseless rumours. More than 200 women rushed to the Rajiv Gandhi Government General Hospital in the city following the rumours. SMSs were circulated in Chennai, Tiruvallur, Vellore, Tiruvannamalai, Salem and other districts as well.
ஒரு 9 மணிலேருந்து இருக்குது மருந்தாணி வச்சோடனே என்ன ஆகுது அமிச்சல் மாதிரி ஆகுது அது கீரை என்ன ஆகுது அப்படியே சப்டிக்காய் பெருசாக உபிக்குது ஆனால் நாங்கள் அனௌன்ஸ் பண்ணோம் எல்லாருக்கும் எங்களுக்கு தெரிஞ்சவங்களாம் அனௌன்ஸ் பண்ணிட்டோம் தெரியாதவங்க போட்டவங்கனால எல்லாம் வந்து அட்மிட் ஆகிறாங்க சில பேருக்கு ஆகுது எல்லாருக்கும் ஆகலை எங்கள் வீட்டில் எங்கள் பொண்ணுக்கு ஆகலை எங்கள் பேத்திக்கு யாருக்குமே ஆகலை பக்கத்து வீட்டில் ஆகிருக்கு சின்ன குழந்தைங்க தான் அவங்களும் ஆகிடுது சின்ன குழந்தை 10 பேர் உங்களுக்கு சில பேருக்கு வருது சில பேருக்கு வரல.
Now, the Congress and the BJP are yet to decide on their prime ministerial candidate, but Union Minister Beni Prasad Verma has already declared that the 2014 general elections would be a direct contest between Rahul Gandhi and Narendra Modi. The Steel Minister's comment comes in the backdrop of Mulayam Singh's statement that the Samajwadi Party will form the government in 2014. The opposition is likely to rake the issue in when the parliament resumes its session tomorrow. Meanwhile, the Samajwadi Party has called Beni's comments irresponsible.
देश के स्तर पे कहीं समाजवादी पार्टी तो है नहीं। अब वो कल कह गए मुलायम सिंह जी समाजवादी पार्टी सरकार आप मानते हो बन जाएगी दिल्ली में, भाई वहां सरकार है तो कांग्रेस बनेगी या तो मोदी की बनेगी। क्यों बहका रहे हो पब्लिक को? पब्लिक समझदार नहीं है, उसको समझना नहीं चाहिए। अब अगर राहुल गांधी हमारे उम्मीदवार हो गए तो 2014 में राहुल गांधी बनाम नरेंद्र मोदी होगा चुनाव। ये सब बीच की पार्टियां कहीं नहीं रहेंगी।
And Beni Prasad Verma's controversial remarks don't end there. Talking to reporters at a function in Lucknow, the minister said he was very happy with inflation as the rising prices of basic food items will benefit the farmers. The opposition has pounced at the opportunity to slam the Congress, saying that the government has always turned a blind eye to inflation.
और कोई महंगाई नहीं चलाते, दाल महंगी हो गई, आटा महंगा हो गया, चावल महंगा हो गया, सब्जी महंगा हो गया, गैस नहीं चलाते, टमाटर चलाते। ये जितने महंगा होगा उससे फायदा होगा। हम तो खुद महंगाई से।
Definitely, it is very laughable. On one side, the Prime Minister, Dr. Manmohan Singh, expresses his very deep concern at the high rate of inflation. On the other hand, one of his colleagues in the government, he thinks the high rate of inflation is a happy thing and it can benefit farmers. How does it benefit farmers? He must explain. What is the economics he is talking about?
कांग्रेसी लोगों का सिद्धांत है कि महंगाई बढ़ती है, महंगाई बढ़ने का लक्षण है कि देश तरक्की कर रहा है, देश के तरक्की का लक्षण है महंगाई का बढ़ना। तो इसी सिद्धांत के आधार पर वो कह रहे हैं कि महंगाई बढ़ रही है तो किसानों को फायदा हो रहा है। किसान सिर्फ माने बेचने विक्रेता नहीं है, किसान जो है खरीदारी भी करते हैं, अपना उत्पादन बेचते हैं, तो अपने ज़रूरत की चीज़ों का जो कल कारखाने से जो माल उत्पादित होता है उसके वो खरीदार भी हैं। तो महंगाई जो बढ़ रही है सिर्फ उनके उत्पाद की ही नहीं बढ़ रही है, उनके ज़रूरत की चीज़ों की भी महंगाई बढ़ रही है। तो घुमा फिरा के महंगाई की मार जैसे बाकी लोगों पर पड़ती है उसी तरह से किसानों पर भी पड़ती है।
या तो इनका अंकगणित बिल्कुल जो है वो जीरो है, और या फिर जो है वो जमीन शास्त्र से अनभिज्ञ हैं। आज अगर महंगाई का असर या जो चरमराई हुई अर्थव्यवस्था का असर आम आदमी पर पड़ रहा है तो उसमें किसानों पर भी पड़ रहा है। क्या किसान जो है वो देश में जो अन्य लोग रह रहे हैं उनसे अलग है? क्या उन्हें ये लग रहा है कि जो किसान आत्महत्या कर रहा है वो खुशी से आत्महत्या कर रहा है? किसानों के अगर बीज के दाम बढ़े हैं, अगर खाद के दाम बढ़े हैं, डीजल के दाम बढ़े हैं और उसकी खेती की लागत बढ़ी है तो वो उससे खुश होगा? बिल्कुल खुश नहीं होगा। दरअसल ये सरकार, दिक्कत ये है कि ये सरकार जो है वो उदारवाद के नाम पर आई थी, उदारवाद के रास्ते पे पहुंच गई है, और जिसका नतीजा ये हुआ कि डॉलर माला माल हो रहा है, रुपया कंगाल हो रहा है।
मंत्री ने बड़ा स्पष्ट इस पर संदेश दिया है, ईएमआई को किस तरह से हम लोग थोड़ा सा अंकुश लगा सकें। इन सब बातों को अगर आप एक विस्तृत रूप से और इसको एक सामूहिक रूप से आप देखेंगे तो मैं समझता हूं आपको ये अंदाजा होगा कि महंगाई के संदर्भ में क्या बात कही गई और क्यों कही।
The statement of Sri Beni Prasad Verma and later supported by Sri Salman Khurshid speaks of the mindset of the Congress ministers and the government, that they are anti-farmer. BJP strongly condemns the statement of the Minister of Steel and also the support extended by the Law Minister. We demand the Minister should withdraw the statement, apologize to the farming community, or else the Prime Minister should drop them from the cabinet.
कांग्रेस पार्टी के मंत्रियों के द्वारा दिए गए हैं कि महंगाई बढ़ने से वो बेहद खुश हैं, इसकी मैं तीव्र निंदा करता हूं। इसकी सर्वत्र भर्त्सना की जा रही है और मैं समझता हूं कि उनके अपने इस बयान को वापस लेना चाहिए अथवा उन्हें अपनी गद्दी छोड़ देनी चाहिए। ऐसी सरकार के बने रहने का कोई औचित्य नहीं है। जो सरकार महंगाई बढ़ने पर खुश होती है, ऐसी सरकार के बने रहने का कोई औचित्य नहीं।
Time to head in for a very short break right now. Stay tuned.